Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. I did not think I was gonna talk about Cyberpunk patch 1.6 all that time. But damn it, I'm gonna have to update, and it's gonna break all my mods. I'm sure it's gonna break all of them. I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna have to re-download a bunch of stuff. It's mainly the crafting thing. Yeah. Anyways. Well, it's been out for a few days though, so maybe I'll be in luck, but I digress. Maybe I will record a little bit of Cyberpunk. I don't know. I wasn't really planning to, but anyways. But yeah, that is exciting. I don't know who has a good weapon, but I would like to. Anyways, and I don't know. This is gonna be. I don't know. This will be interesting. So yeah. Okay. So, all right. Well. Let me start this conversation in this way. So I go on Furaffinity, right? I type into the search bar, transformation podcast. You know what shows up? Nothing. And then I take transformation out of the search queries, and it's just podcast. I just searched up podcast. First result, TF Tuesday podcast. Literally is a transformation podcast. I don't know. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they must not have tagged it as transformation. I don't know. Maybe I didn't put a space and I thought I did. I don't know. I'm confused about that. But in any case, I found a transformation podcast, which, you know, in my time, it's a thing that is actually, I think, a pretty big interest in the furry community, and even beyond. But like, I don't know. Certainly, I always felt like, you know, it wasn't super big, and it was just like, yeah, it's like me and a few artists or something, and you know, enough people, I guess, that they can that there can be a little bit of a community. But no, I think it's actually pretty big. I know there's a lot of reasons for it, you know, transformation, you know, being a way, you know, in multiple ways to help, that can kind of, you know, help people through, like, you know, I mean, gender dysphoria for one thing, body dysphoria as well. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but there's like no podcast though. It's like, I don't know. There's Double Helix from Angerboda, who I think it's on her FA. It's on her Furaffinity. I don't know if it was posted anywhere else. It probably was, and I just don't know. But yeah. So that was the thing. There's also I can't remember. I think there have been a few, but they're all like really short. Whereas TF Tuesday, I believe, I just got into it, but it seems like it's been updating pretty regularly. And there was one, I think it was like Twisted Wire. There was Trevor Fox was a part of it. And that's the main way I found out about it. And there was like one episode where they, like, it wasn't a transformation, it wasn't a TF Central it wasn't a TF Central podcast, but they were all TF artists. So they had like one conversation. I'm like, oh, this is great. You know, it's nice when you've got an interest, and then you know, it turns out that other people have this interest and they're talking about it, and it's like, oh my god, they're talking about it, and this is exactly what my experience has been. And also when it's like, oh my god, this is not what my experience has been. It's interesting to, you know, see other people's perspectives on things. But yeah. So yeah, I've been listening to that. I also I've been drawing, and I maybe don't want to say this. Years later, somebody's going to be like, oh, hey, you said this one thing. I looked it up and you didn't upload this art that you said you made. And I'll be like, ah, shit. So I've also been drawing some more transformation art myself. Some comics, actually. Proper comics. Which were not intended to have a story, but now they do have a story. With a character I didn't think I was ever going to actually be, like, talking about. And now, like, is probably going to be, like, it's going to be this whole thing where, like, this is like your second character, your second OC you've made. And it's like, no, it's not. I just literally don't share any of my characters with anybody. But yeah, no, so for October, there's two drawing prompts that I'm interested in. Inktober and Octransfer. And, well, it's actually kind of funny because there's Inktober well, I'm not interested in Inktober for, like, doing ink. Ink is cool, but it's just not my art style. It's not what I'm comfortable with. So I felt a little bad just doing Inktober, but then not actually doing ink. I don't think anybody would really care that much, but but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna combine these two, with the exception that maybe I'll skip, or I'll skip out on one or two things just because that's gonna be interesting. It has led me to some prompts that are interesting. And it somehow managed to get to the point where I now have, like, this overarching story, which I don't know if I want to even, I don't know, it's probably going to be like a little mini arc where it's like, oh, this happens for a few episodes. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for day 4, which is Glitch and Scallop. I don't know how to use either of those, frankly. And also, Inktober somehow has, like, some more, like, animal themes, which gives me just a really direct, obvious thing to use for the transformation, so,